Hi everyone, this is Dave Zibrick, Director of Golf here at Point Grey. I'm here with Tyler Patrock, our Director of Grounds, and we're out here on the 4th tee, and we're going to talk a little bit about traffic for push carts and also the power carts, and some of the stuff that we have going on out here with barriers and signage. So Tyler, why don't you tell us what we have with some of the stuff going on out here?
This winter we built some new accessories for the golf course to help clarify and protect some of the sensitive areas of the turfed areas. So what we have is we made some cedar barricades, and those are really mobile curbing that protect all of the green surrounds and the tee surrounds as well. So where we see those, we would like people to drive all the way around and also walk around them. And then we also made these little in-house darts or posts, and this is where we would like the golfers to, if you're on a riding cart, to drive all the way to the very end of this row of posts, and then a directional arrow will guide you into the fairway. And we have lots of these arrows made up, and they'll also be used to help get us out of the fairway as well over to the cart path. We're up here on the left hand side of 5 green, and this is one of the areas that we're specifically targeting to reduce some of the stress, and that's in wet weather and warm weather. So as we see, the arrows are pushed back into the fairway, and we also have some posts to guide you over to the cart path. So again, when we see the arrows in the fairway, that's the indicator that that's the location where we'd like all cart traffic to start heading over to the path.
So what's some of the advantages of moving entry and exit points for the golf carts on the golf course?
Yeah, so we're never going to be able to completely protect every part of the green surrounds and the tee surrounds. So the reason we came up with this system is it's mobile and it's flexible. And you'll notice that the cedar barricades and even these posts, they're going to always be changing directions. So the idea is the process of getting from one area to the next, and that we can move the entry exit points anywhere within a 30 or a 4-yard range.
So we're here on the 5th hole. We talk a lot about carts. We want them to stay in the fairways only, and this is a great example of why we asked that. So Tyler, why don't you explain why we'd prefer carts in the fairways into the rough, and then what sort of damage we see when we get carts in the rough in some adverse weather conditions?
Yeah, and mostly this applies, it's all year, but we really see it in the spring and in the fall when we get a little bit of rain like today. And what's happened is in the fairways we have years of top dressing, years of sand accumulation, a little bit better drainage, and as soon as we get off the fairways we have all of these little isolated pockets of soft spots. And right behind me is one where we had to pull a cart out the other day, and it's just getting yourself into the wrong spot. We can drive down the rest of the rough here and it's pretty good, and they're so hard to find and identify these areas. So the policy that we'd like is to stay in the fairways. Those are the spots that we maintain at the highest standards, and we can also control the traffic too a little bit better in those spots.
Yeah. So lucky for the members, you never miss fairways. You always hit it down the middle, so you can drive right down the center. But if you do happen to keep one in the rough or hit one in the rough, just park your fairway or the cart on the edge of the fairway, walk in with your club, hit back to your cart, and then we won't sustain this sort of damage on the golf course.